season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one.
39-yard gain.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. There he goes, left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Looks good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
For 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Throwing again, Ryan. Now it's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
4-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 24, Ryan looking for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cardinal Allen with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Falcons 14, Saints 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. There's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackle made.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan, short throw underneath to Hurst. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
Complete to Calvin Ridley.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Breeze now. And he finds Cook. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
30-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Breeze going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
20-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Again, this is Kamara. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
the Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He will come out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Saints 21, Falcons 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the...
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, Atlanta.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, it's Breeze. Now they go screen, it's complete. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Their own 4-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Gurley, the ball carrier. Janoris Jenkins on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
The Falcons first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that'll be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 7-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing now is Breeze. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll make it third down.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
Again, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Take it right on the 30. Past the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
No gain on the play.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, Ryan. Flushed out right. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Again, it's Kamara. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Ready? 95-56, kill.
On second down, Kamara working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Give to Kamara running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Breeze now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Ryan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 53 yards. Ryan will throw again. And at this stage, down, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the...
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 79 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing now is Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Breeze is looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Running with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Way down inside the 35-yard line.
Ryan's pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
33.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for New Orleans, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3.